Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we're looking at our fourth toy animatronic. This is not the last one in the line, but is the last one of the toy animatronics. We still have the original Withered figures to look at, which come from the Endo series, but this is our Toy Chica, which is very, very interesting. Last time we looked at Mangle, and Mangle was an incredible figure. But this is the last of our toy animatronics, and we're going to take a look at all of the toy animatronics together. So after this, we have the Withered Freddy. That will be the next one coming out. It's the part of the Endo series, which is a slightly more deluxe figure. And I do have Withered Bonnie on the way, so probably at the point that you're seeing these recordings, Withered Bonnie will probably have already arrived and already be unboxed. Oh my goodness. Toy Chica just did not want to leave her packaging there. She was absolutely in refusal. So Toy Chica is very, very cool. She reminds me a lot of Toy Bonnie. It's a much more slimlined version of Chica. She does have the elbow joints, the wrist, and the shoulders. Oh, interesting. I don't think the shoulders actually rotate without doing the jump scare animatronic. Again, I cannot get the waist swivel to move. The neck, of course, does not move. The hips are on a ball joint, so she can do the splits if you so desire her to do so. She does have a very small amount of knee movement because the way that it looks is actually stopping it, but you do have a pretty generous ankle swivel there, which the Toy Bonnie was missing. Toy Bonnie did not have any kind of ability to go back and forth with the ankle. And now, of course, let's check out the jump scare little button on the back, and yeah. I think it's hilarious that Jazwares put in the little jump scare, yeah, thing, the little button, and like had to do that for every single character. I think that is really quite hilarious. Now let's do a quick comparison from Toy Chica to the original Chica, which is very, very different. And there you can see that there is a large difference between the original Chica and the Toy Chica. Of course, the original comes with the ever so famous cupcake, and you can see that there's quite the difference between these two little animatronics here. Of course, one says let's party and one says let's eat. But I mean, beyond that, there is so many other additional differences. I'm just going to fix her ankle there so that she is standing properly. And nope, that didn't work at all. There we go. That's a little bit better. Not by much, but a tiny bit. And now let's do a quick 360 of our Toy Chica. And then we'll bring in all of the animatronics to take a look at all of them together, all of the toy animatronics at least. So there she is. There is a full 360 of our brand new toy animatronic Chica, which is very, very cool. Chica has, of course, been one of the more prominent characters in the Five Nights at Freddy's series, with Chica's Party World, of course, which seemingly was its own different thing that was later bought over by Fazbear Entertainment. But then I just realized I was about to start going on a rant that would probably last an hour, and then I was thinking, no. No, that is not the time for that. But let's bring in the rest of the animatronics now to join Chica. So, of course, we've got our Toy Chica. We have our Toy Freddy. We have our Toy Bonnie. And, of course, we have our Toy Foxy. Now, of course, Toy Foxy is not the one in this series, and Toy Foxy is also not in this version in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Of course, what we do have instead is Mango, and Mango is quite the special figure, to say the least, which is very cool. And now, just for fun, how about we get a look at all of our brand new FNAF 2 figures on their little carousel. We'll just go ahead. Mango's the one that takes the most amount of setup. And there we are. We're just going to move Chica off to the side here. And there we are. There is the carousel of the brand new toy animatronics that you can collect right now. They should be available at your local Walmart, Target, Smith's, Entertainer, possibly, if you're in the UK. Certainly they're in Smith's toy store in the UK. I don't know if they're exclusive to Smith's or not in the UK. And, of course, any other retailer that might be in your country. Of course, the Grand Cat Grand Fleet extends worldwide, so I could not say for sure whereabouts they are available, but I certainly know that they are in stores right now. And of course, if you cannot find them, there is always the internet, where generally on eBay you have to pay a little bit more for them, but these are very cool. Personally, I think my favourite of the four of these, I think, is Mango, just because of the amount of articulation. But I think coming in a close second is Toy Bonnie. I just really think the way that the Toy Bonnie figure looks is very cool. It's got a really nice look to it, really nice image, and yeah, certainly well recommended for each and every one of these. When I was originally buying them, I was a little bit skeptical because I didn't really like the idea of the jump scare action, but now that I've got them in hand and I've got them here, these are certainly going to take a place on my shelf with the rest of the Five Nights at Freddy's figures. I do have a complete collection of all the ones that are in the games. I did not bother going after the ones that were from the mobile games, but I do have all of the ones from the mainstream games, certainly, which is very cool, and I'm very pleased with all of them. So having all these in addition is very nice. So next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Endo series with the Withered Freddy, and then hopefully after that, we'll be taking a look at the Withered Bonnie animatronic, and I don't think the Withered Chica and Withered Foxy are going to be out for a little while, so those ones might need to wait, but I'm really looking forward to the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie when that debuts. I believe it's sometime in December. I think it's December 5th, if memory serves correct, but don't quote me on that. That is just what big old Grand Cat remembers from the back of his head. So with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out, and we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.